Factorising by grouping in pairs. Factorising by grouping in pairs is often used for a forward-term expression. It's where we take things and we put them into pairs and then we factorise them separately. So we're just trying to take that binomial factor we talked about last lesson, take it out and complete the factorising. So if we got a question like this, so trying to factorise this one, what we're going to do is we're going to use our highlighter and we're going to try and find a common factor with those ones. What we'd find with those two is we've got a common factor of x. So we pull the factor of x out the front, we're going to end up with x plus 2. Plus we've got our other one, which we're going to do in pretty green. And our common factor is a. And we've got x plus 2. Now when we said that it was factorising by grouping, we've got a common factor, a binomial common factor. So we take that binomial and put it out the front. And like I said, street sweeper method, we've got this part left, we've got this part left. Let's just pop them together. X plus a, and there's our factorised. So now that we've got that, let's have a look at our next one. Once again, we're going to try and factorise by grouping. We're going to group that one, and we're going to group this one together. So in our first one, in our green one, we have a common factor of a. So we're going to pull that a out the front. We're left with x plus 3. In our navy blue one, we've got a common factor of 5. So we're going to pull out, I'm actually going to pull out minus 5 because they're both negative. So minus 5 outside of x plus 3. As you can see, once again, we've got our common factor. Our common factor is our binomial factor. Pull that out the front, x plus 3. And we use our street sweeper method to collect whatever's left. A minus 5. And we've factorised our binomial term. Righto, so in this one, we've actually got to work out what are our two factors that we can pull out. So I'm actually going to group two different parts. I'm going to group that part and that part together. So the reason that I'm doing this is because I can see that there's a common factor of x. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to rewrite it in the order that I want it to be in. So xa plus x minus 9 minus 18a. So looking at it now, I should be able to see I'm going to group that part and that part together. Let's go through and do my two groupings. So now that I've rearranged my equation, I can pick out my common factor. My common factor for the first part is x, and I've got 2a plus 1 once I've pulled that out. And my common factor for the second one, I'm actually going to rearrange that part again. I'm going to put the 18 first. Not that it really matters what order it's in, but it just makes my life easier eventually. Oops, minus 9. So my common factor in that one, I'm going to common factor of minus 9. And I've got 2a plus 1. Now that I've done that, I can see my common factor is there. My binomial common factor. So I can just write that out the front. 2a plus 1. And use my street sweep method to pick up the pieces that I left behind. There we go.